these are the purple highlighted ones that you need to know. Catabolism is the breaking down of complex substances into simpler substances. They release energy. Anabolism is the absorbed nutrients to build more complex use of absorbed nutrients to build more complex compounds. It requires energy. During growth periods, anabolism is greater. During illness or stress, catabolism is greater. The role of the kidneys is the eliminator, the removal of waste products, filtration and reabsorption. Excess nitrogen from protein catabolism is excreted by the kidneys and maintain nutrient balance in the body. Glycogenesis is the process by which sugars are stored as glycogen, 70 to 100 milligrams per deciliter. Gluconeogenesis is the synthesis of glucose from non-carbohydrate sources such as amino acids and glycerol. Protein synthesis is affected by caloric intake. Lipogenesis converts glucose to fat. Metabolic energy is the potential energy value of foods, and energy exchanges within the body are expressed as kilocalories, and this is the amount of heat that it requires to raise the temperature of 1 kilogram of water 1 degree Celsius. The basal metabolic rate, or the BMR, accounts for 65 to 70% of energy. This is energy required for involuntary physiologic functions to maintain life, can be measured in a clinical setting using indirect calorimetry, and the amount of energy required when the body is in a post-absorbent state. The factors that affect BMR are sleep, which decreases it by 10%, there's less energy needed. Age, increase, birth through 2 and puberty equals the highest BMR. Pregnancy and lactation increase. Last trimester increases 15 to 30%. Lactation increases 40%. Thermic effects of food. Increased by energy expenditure resulting from the consumption of food or nutrient calories needed for digestion, estimated to be at 10% BMR. The energy balance is for proper energy balance for stage weight is maintained when the caloric intake equals the amount of energy needed for body processes and physical activity. The compound lipids are triglycerides with one or more fatty acids replaced with carbohydrate, phosphate, or nitrogenous compounds. Where are triglycerides most common? Triglycerides are most common in fats, in animal or protein foods. What is the major form of triglycerides? What is the major form of fat in the body? Triglycerides. Fatty acids contain only what bonds? Single bonds, and they're solid at room temperature. Unsaturated fatty acids contain what bonds? Double bonds, and they're liquid at room temp. Saturated fats raise blood cholesterol and are proven to raise cardiovascular disease and colon cancer. Monosaturated fatty acids are oleic acids and are most abundant in monosaturated fatty acid and are also structural components of teeth. Linoleic acid linoleic acid are omega-6s. They're a true essential fatty acid. The body cannot make this acid. They must be consumed in the food. The characteristics of fatty acids are most saturated fatty acids are solid at room temperature, and short chain fatty acids, or MUFAS and PUFAS, that are liquids at room temp are oils. Liquid at room temp equals oil. Cholesterol is a structural component of cell membrane in the teeth. Hyperlipidemia is elevated concentrations of any or all blood lipids, especially triglycerides and LDL cholesterol. Essential amino acids are also called indispensable amino acids. They are required in the diet. If EEAs are unavailable, the protein cannot be produced. The number of present determines growth, maintenance, and repair. The food with the EEA is high quality protein. The 9 essential amino acids that are required in the diet are histidine, isoleucine, leucine, lysine, methionine, phenylalanine, threonine, tryptophan, and valine. The non-essential amino acids are also called dispensable amino acids, and they are essential for the body but can be made by EEA. They're also not required in the diet. High quality protein is when all 9 essential amino acids are provided from the food to maintain nitrogen balance and permit growth. Low quality protein only support life but not normal growth. They're found in legumes, nuts, and grains. Nitrogen balance, the body protein constant, N intake equals N excretion. Positive nitrogen balance increases the body protein, greater N intake greater than N excretion. Negative nitrogen balance, decrease in body protein, N excretion greater than N intake. Generation of new body tissues. Protein needs are increased for the generation of new body tissues. This occurs in infancy, childhood, adolescence, pregnancy, wound healing or recovery, illness, surgery, burns, fever, or periods of growth. What results from underconsumption of protein? Kwashiorkor, which is a lack of protein, or marasmus, that is a lack of kcals and protein. What causes excessive protein loss? Certain physiologic conditions and impaired digestion or absorption. Vegetarianism. Lacto-vegetarian is dairy foods, plant foods. They eat dairy foods and plant foods. Ovo-lacto-vegetarian is they eat milk, cheese, and eggs, along with plant foods. Ovo-vegetarian is foods from plants, includes eggs only. Vegan is only plant foods. Semi-vegetarian or flexitarian is they do not regularly eat meat, but they will eat fish or poultry sometimes. And then vegetarian is food from plants but may not include food from dairy products. What vitamins are vegetarians lacking? B12.